we're here after this nice little snowstorm here in Columbus, and had an investor that has some tenants move out, and he's gonna be selling this property. He's actually got another one that's a couple blocks down, and they have an inoperative furnace that has asbestos wrapped ductwork. So today I'll be setting up my containment, rolling solo today. I'm gonna get these taken out. Shouldn't take too long because all I gotta do is run the plastic everywhere, wet it down, and we're just gonna take all these out. You basically start at the start collar, which is exactly what it sounds like. So right there where it begins, and right there, and then you go all the way to where the boot is. So if you look right below where the vent is, that's the boot. So we're taking all this out. There's not gonna be any asbestos left. All that's gonna be left is this inoperative furnace so they can get the new one. Once we're done and they fix it, the owner plans on selling the property. So I'll probably be here a couple hours, about a half a day job, and then I'll go down the street, take care of the other one, and then they'll have some nice heat. The other thing too is with these, a lot of times what you'll see is these ran very hot, so that's why they used to wrap them completely, as opposed to a lot of the jobs where you'll see that they just got the strips of tape, and that's where they would basically use it almost like some type of duct tape to prevent air from being pulled in from the basement area. So the reason they use this type of asbestos in this application specifically is different than the tape that you see, where now they use Mylar tape. So Mylar tape is that silver, looks like foil tape. That's what they use nowadays to basically air seal, if you will, right? Because the biggest thing is you don't want to be, especially in this basement, I mean, you can see it's a dirt floor. You know, you don't want that kind of air being pulled into your ductwork. So, you know, that's the reason why it's different. You can even see here on the return air, so that's where the air comes in and gets pulled in. You can see they got the little tape right there. That tape is what they used essentially to seal it up so that way the air didn't get pulled in. So now you know it's a little bit of a HVAC combined with some of this abatement. So I'm gonna get set up. I got my amended water here, wet this all down, all that fun stuff, bag it up, and then we'll be out of here. Okay, so I just finished bagging up the waste, taking it to the truck. I'm out of breath because going up and down these stairs gets to you. Anyways, so let's take a look. The funny thing with asbestos removal is the one thing you wanna see is nothing at all. So here it is. Let's see, there is nothing. So we got the start collars off. That's where the ductwork starts. This whole thing's gonna be replaced. So they're gonna get a new one that's coming in next week. But all in all, wasn't too bad. One of the boots was a little bit tough to get in there, so I had to go upstairs, pop the vent, and there's usually 4 nails that they used to nail in the boot. So sometimes you gotta get up there, pry it out, that way you can pull it through the basement. So that was the end of that. We had about 1.5 cubic yards. You can see here, here's one of the boots where I do the same thing. So they usually had 4 nails, and so you gotta pull this, you go upstairs, pop this off, you can get a little pry bar, pull it out, and then the duct will just drop right through. So that's why it's important you have all the plastic everywhere. That way as you're taking the ductwork out, you don't have to worry about the asbestos wrap or the tape going everywhere. It just stays within your containment area. So I'm about done here. I'm just gonna finish loading up the last tote I got and then head to the landfill and on to the next one.